Recording is on.
Good morning and welcome everybody to LisaBug Mind Body Blend, where we take formats such as Tai Chi and Pilates, ballet bar, and a little bit of yoga and blend it all together for a really nice mindful practice that strengthens the core and works on balance and alignment. And today we're going to be really focusing quite a bit on hip stability and strength of the glutes for walking and gait. So what I need you to have, if you have it available, is a yoga block for sure. Now, I have a couple of different sizes, and I know some of you don't have yoga blocks out there, but if you have a larger size, that's going to work nicely, but the smaller size will work as well. And also, if you don't have a yoga block, what works really nice is I have Gray's Anatomy. So I have a nice big thick book, so that works as well. If you have that at home, you can go grab that really quick and have it available. I also have light hand weights, so I have threes, but whatever you have at home should work really well. Even if you don't have any hand weights, that's fine too. And lastly, a chair. So I have a little small movable chair that I can set on my yoga mat and use for some of the exercises, balance and stability. So those are the things you'll need, yoga mat too as well. And let's get started up on your feet with some Tai Chi inspired movements. You can slide your chair out of the way. And we'll just come with feet about hips distance apart. And come into mountain pose, close your eyes. Come into the present moment. It is such an honor to lead you through this class today. I'm honored that you've chosen to be here, so give yourself entirely to this next 60 minutes. There's nowhere to go, no place to be, just here and now. Allow your eyes to blink open and pull in a nice big deep breath in through the nose and exhale, press it out through the nose or the mouth. Now you can also go back to eyes closed once you have the movement that we're doing and really bring yourself internally. When we close our eyes and remove our vision, our other senses become more acute. Our hearing, our sense of smell and taste, temperature, tactile sensations, the feel of our clothes on our body, the mat underneath our feet. Now with a deeper inhale, pull, flipping your palms up, reach to the ceiling. And as you exhale, soften your knees down into a little baby chair. Inhale, gather up positive energy. Exhale and sink into those legs. So I want you to start noticing how your knees are feeling, how your hips are feeling today, shoulders and ankles, and let your body tell you a story. And that story will guide you to where you go into your practice today, into your class. So if you're feeling painful knees today, maybe your story is to sit into a more shallow chair. The same thing with the hips and the ankles. If shoulders are bothering you today, maybe you're here back into this breath. Let's take one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair pose. Now pull in that breath. As you reach the right hand up, turn your palm to the ceiling, push your left hand down. Take a side stretch. And you're pressing into each palm to open up the waist. Come back to center, let that top arm drop, scoop in. Left arm goes up, right hand goes down, and push the arms away from one another. and arm release. We'll do that once more on each side. Inhale. Right hand up, pressing away, heaven and earth. And release. Last time, scoop in. Left hand turns up, right hand down, and press away. And release back to center. Step your feet wider into wide blue chi. Toes turned out, soften your knees a little bit. Take a nice big inhale as you circle the arms to the right, above the head, and then come into a soft block, looking towards your fingertips. Circle down and around. And soft block. Now as you inhale, straighten the legs. Reach up. As you block, sink down deep into the knees. Inhale, circle. Exhale. 2 more each direction. One more, feeling the body heating. All anxiety falling away from the physical body and mental body and emotional body. Come back to center. Lift the shoulders up, back, and down, and feel that really nice posture. Good, 2 more. And 1 more. Lift the arms out, palms are up. As you step your left foot towards your right foot, take a little side stretch out. I'm tapping my foot behind me. Open back out. Now this time the right foot taps behind and out. At your own pace, cross back and open. Cross back and open. So we're opening up the side body, feeling that stretch through the waist and the lower back. 1 more each side. Come up into 5-pointed star. Reach. As you bend your knees, pull your elbows and your shoulder blades back. This is our moonflowers. Reach up, stretch. Exhale, pull those shoulder blades back. So I have a little angle of my elbows. They're not just coming down, they're coming back behind me. Breathe in. And exhale. 1 more. Then sunflowers. The wrists cross above the head. And as you hinge forward and bend the knees, the wrists cross down towards the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale. Breathe in. Now you can try to cross the wrists opposite directions each time. That'll bring the mind and body to the movement. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, 1 more. Reach up and hold. Turn the right foot out, warrior 2, and slide that left foot a little bit further away from you so you have a nice long stance. Stack this knee right over the heel, reach to the fingertips. And take a nice big inhale into side angle pose. Exhale to pull yourself back up to warrior 2. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. At your own pace, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Stretching side to side. Feel the legs working. Lower body is very quiet and still. Nice and solid from the pelvis down into the earth. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more each direction. One more each. Hold your warrior 2. Take your right hand right across the front of your body and give it a little pull in to stretch your shoulder. Other option is to wrap this left elbow underneath, coming into an eagle wrap. Look over your right shoulder. We'll straighten and bend the right knee. Straighten and bend and sink. Inhale, exhale. We're holding that stretch for the upper back and shoulder, for the neck. Up and down. Building strength in your right quad, in your right glute. 2 more. 1 more. Hold that warrior 2. Bring your head back to center. Unwrap the arms, release. Hands come behind your back. Roll your shoulder blades towards one another. Lift your arms a little bit up from the back body. Now you can stay up or hinge this forward into a humble warrior 2. Dropping the head down, letting the arms raise. 3 more breaths. Let your lower back relax. Neck and shoulders. Slowly pull yourself back up. Now notice how you're interlacing your fingers. Which thumb is on top? Save that in your mind for just a little bit later. Release the hands. Turn the right foot in. Left foot turns out. Nice big deep bend in that knee. Take it out to warrior 2. And side angle with a breath in. Back to warrior 2 with your breath out. Reverse warrior. Now at your own pace, with the breath. The inhale is reaching into the pose. The exhale is settling back to neutral. Lower body is very still. Feel the bottoms of your feet, that Pada Bandha. There's energy rooting down into the ground. Feeling stable and secure. 3 more. Two more, side bending, finding a little bit more range of motion. 1 more of each. And hold that warrior 2. Now this time your left arm comes across you. You're going to do a stretch here for the shoulder, or loop your elbow underneath, wrap into eagle. Look over the left shoulder, hold that stretch. Straighten the left leg and rebend the knee. Straighten up and sink. Inhale, exhale. 5 more. Maybe a little deeper into that knee bend. 2 more. Last one. Bend and hold. Bring your head back to center, unwrap the arms. Now when you reach behind, remember which thumb you had on top before. Switch that now. Lift the arms back. Nice chest expansion. If you prefer to stay upright, you're right here for a few more breaths. Or we can begin to bow this down towards the earth. Our humble warrior. 2 more breaths. Let your head relax. Stretching. And slowly bring yourself up. And unclasp the hands. Straighten both legs. Toes are forward. Let's take a little forward bend here. Reaching the fingertips down towards the floor or to your block. And relax and stretch. Two more breaths. One more breath. And then hands come back to your hips. Pull yourself up nice and strong. And either heel toe or just step your feet right together. Okay, you're going to need your chair. And make sure you got it on a surface where it's not going to slide. You also need your hand weights. And just have a seat in your chair on the very edge. Bring your arms forward, about 90 degrees from the shoulders. Feet are hips distance apart. Now take your body forward, and as you stand up, let your arms come down next to your body. As you sit back in the chair, the arms come forward. Now, if you don't have a chair at home to sit into, you're going to do squats here, just sitting back, imagining that you're going to sit down into your chair as the arms are raising. Now, one of the most functional exercises is the squat, but even more so when you sit actually in a chair and then stand up, because we need to do this for the rest of our lives. So we want to keep that strength nice and strong in your thighs and your glutes. We're coming all the way down so that your weight is into your butt and then standing back up. 4 more. Slow and controlled. 3. 2 more. And 1 more. And come up. Okay, if that was pretty doable for you, we're going to try a negative squat, actually sitting down in the chair, only using one leg. So I want you to bring your feet a little closer together. Now you can decide which leg you want to start with, because I know everyone has a little bit of a stronger side. So I'm going to stand on my right foot, pick up my left foot out in front of me. And I just want you to bring your arms forward and sit down into your chair. Now standing up is super hard. If you can stand up from here, more power to you. But I'm going to put my other foot down and stand up with both. Same leg again. Sit and stand up. You've got 4 more on this leg. Control, control. Now if you can't sit down just on one leg, you're using both, just like we first did, which is fine. 3. And up. 2 more. Challenging, challenging. Try not to flop in the chair. 1 more time. And rise. Okay, stand on the other leg. Lift that foot up. Sit. Put the other foot down and stand up. Or you can try standing up on one leg. You might have the strength to be able to do that. I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, couldn't quite do it. And 3 more on this leg for a total of 6. So the hand weights are strengthening our shoulders, definitely. but they're also acting as a counterweight so I can control sitting myself back in the chair. It's actually harder to do this without holding on the hand weights. Last one. And stand up. Good. All right, set your hand weights down. And you might need to use your chair for balance. I'm going to turn mine around a little so I can hold on to the top of it. Here's where you need your yoga block or your Grey's Anatomy book. So I'm going to set my block right down on the floor, or your book here, and place your right foot on top of the block, and then stand up. So now my left leg is free, so I can move it back and forth, and it can sweep a little bit lower on my right leg. Now, keeping that knee tracking, I want you to bend your standing leg until your foot hits the floor, and then stand back up. So this is a small one-leg knee bend. Down and up. It should feel similar as to when we sat back in the chair, but it's smaller. Now take it down and hold it right here. We're going to stay. My knee is bent, my foot is almost touching the floor, and sweep it forward and back. Forward and back. Good job, good job. So this is super good for stabilizing that standing hip, the standing knee. We're moving this leg through hip flexion and hip extension. 5. Try without balance maybe. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And come up, straightening your leg. Now we are going to tilt our pelvis. So without bending the standing leg, I want you to tip to where your foot comes down towards the floor. And then lift this hip up. This is called a hip lift. Lift and lower. So there's a phase when we're walking through our gait where our hip lifts as we step a foot forward. It's very subtle, but we want this part of our hips to be really strong for good walking. 5, and down. 4. So you're shortening this side of your waist. Pick it up. 3, 2, 1 more. And step down from the block. Okay, other leg. I'm just going to move my chair so I have balance here. Left foot is on the block or your book. Come up. Use a little stability here. And then we're going to bend the standing leg until the heel almost touches the earth and rises up. Come down and up. So we're only bending this standing leg maybe about 30 degrees. It's pretty small, depending on the height of your block. Good. Now take it down and hold it. So you have a bend in your knee. Lift the leg forward, back, forward, and back. Now notice my head isn't coming up and down here, staying right on an even plane as my leg sweeps forward and back. Keeping that knee bent. 5. Should be feeling that quadricep working. 4. Maybe with balance. 3. 2, 1. Come back to center, straighten the standing leg, and just let your hip shift so your leg drops down and lifts up. Down, lifts up. It can be a pretty small range of motion depending on your hips and how they're formed. Lift. lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And step off the block. Okay, remove that and reach onto your chair here. Turn your toes out a little bit so you're in ballet first position. Nice posture. Raise up on the balls of the feet, lifting the heels, and lower down. One more slow. Up and down. A little quicker. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our number is 50. 5, 0, 11, 12. Up, 15, 16. If you need to take a break, take it, or keep going. 20. 25. Nice straight legs. Lengthen through the crown of the head. 33, 34. 7, 38, 39, 40. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more. 49 and 50. Come on down. Ooh, all right, take one of your hand weights if you want light resistance, or double it up if you'd like a little heavier. So we're going to stand on the left leg, pick up the right knee. Use your chair for balance if you need to, or just hold that arm out. So we go straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. So I have my knee lifted, moving it through extension and flexion. Overhead press works the shoulders. If you have shoulder issues, this is a great time to throw in a bicep curl. So your option is here, straighten and bend. Two more, straighten and bend. One more. Then hold this arm right about 90 degrees. Straighten the leg, turn out the toe, and we go lift, lift, lift. Pulse it with the arms. Pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee in, relax the arm. Switch hands, switch feet. Move your chair if you need to. You can use it for balance. Standing, pick up the knee, bring that arm out, slow, straighten, and bend. Remember, your bicep curl is a good option here for the arm. If it feels uncomfortable, to press above the head. Now we want to try to get this leg to completely straighten out. And if your knee is too high, that might take too much hamstring flexibility. So your knee can be low right in here so you can get the leg to completely straighten. 3 more. Balance and stability. Abs in. 2 more. Slow, controlled. Now come right here and hold this elbow just about 90 degrees, maybe slightly lower than the shoulder. Straighten the leg, turn the toe out. Lift, lift. Add the arm pulsing. Up, up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee in. Relax the arm. One weight in each hand. Arms by your side. Sit down into chair pose, just a small chair. Pull the elbows up behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades. We straighten, bend. Straighten, bend. Now the lower body, we're just keeping still. So we're doing isometric work for the legs while we're firing those triceps. Shoulders are working to keep the arms up so they don't drop. Good. Straighten the arms, hold right here. Pulse and lift, up, up, up. This is teeny tiny movement. If you don't have weights, you'll still feel this just with the body weight of your arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms down, straighten those legs, take a little bit of a shoulder roll. Okay, we are going to do a standing spinal balance. You'll need your chair right on in front of you and one hand weight in your right hand. So with my left hand, I'm going to place it down on the top of the chair. This is going to bring my back to about 90 degrees. And then your opposite foot goes back, so your left leg is lifting up behind you. So I'm on opposite hand and foot. This arm that's hanging, a reverse fly, lift, lower, open out, and down. Working the back of the shoulder here. Now your balance challenge for today, if you're feeling pretty solid, is to take your hand off the chair, open, close, open, close, 6, down, 5. Feel that standing hip really working. 3, 2 more. Last one. And then set your leg back down to the floor. Come on up. Now the right leg, the one you worked, we're going to stretch that into a standing pigeon. So take this knee up, cross the ankle over your thigh. Sit back as if you're sitting into a chair. You can reach both fingertips out onto the top of the chair, or just reach the arms long and balance. Feel that stretch in your glute, as well as working stability of your standing ankle. Really important. One more breath. And rise up. And cross that ankle. That foot's the one that's going to go behind you now. So weight is in your left hand. Right hand on top of the chair. Right leg back. So find a nice neutral spine here, so we're not arching and sagging and looking forward. We're also not curving the back. They're really nice and neutral. Pelvis is level. Left arm lifts to the side and lowers down. We have 12 repetitions, or just do as many as you can at your own pace. 4. If you have your balance, we let go of the chair. 6. 6 more. Up, down. 5. Reach that leg long behind you. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Set your weight down, pull that leg back in, stand up, and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh, open that knee, and sit into standing pigeon. Hands can come down to your chair, or if you're using a wall, that works really nice too. Just fold over that leg and take a nice stretch here. Just about 3 more breaths. One more breath in. And exhale, start to rise back up. And uncross the ankle. We're going to be using our chair for some seated core work. You can also take this down to the floor. Absolutely fine. So I want you to come and sit in your chair, and I'm actually sitting crossways so that the back of the chair isn't behind me. Bring it in here a little closer. I'm sitting towards the edge of the chair, lean back, and pick up the knees. So I'm now in Pilates modified teaser. Now what's nice about the chair is now I can lower my leg lower than I would if I was actually on the floor right now. So that's a nice option here. So slowly drop a heel down and up. Now if you're like, well, Lisa, this is not going to work for me. I have lower back issues. What you can do is keep one foot on the floor and just drop this leg and lift up. So you can have one foot down or both legs up. You can alternate legs or do maybe 3 or 4 on one side and go ahead and switch if you have your foot on the floor. I want to add some rotation with this. So as the leg drops down, turn so you have the opposite elbow towards the knee that's up and come back to center. Turn and up. Bottom leg can extend out a little longer. Flexion of the ankle, or you can point the toes. If shoulders up are bothersome, take your hands right here. Rotate. 7, 6. Oh, how we working, guys? 5, 4, 3. Fantastic. 2. And 1, come center, set your feet down to the floor, and sit yourself up. Hamstring stretch, so one leg stays bent, the other one straightens. Take a nice inhalation, stretch up, exhale, and fold forward towards that leg. If you have a yoga strap at home, it'd be nice to strap it around your foot. You can do that as well. A couple nice long deep breaths. And come up, inhale, and then reach your hands behind you. Exhale. You can grab the back of your chair. That's a nice way to accentuate that stretch. And then we'll switch feet, bending the opposite knee, extending the other leg straight out. Breathe in, stretch with a nice long spine. Exhale, fold over that leg. So our goal is not necessarily to bring our nose down toward our knee. We want the belly to come through first rather than curving the spine. So as neutral as you can be with your spinal alignment without hunching and dropping your head. Your extended knee can be slightly bent if it feels really tight in your hamstring. Then inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, bring those arms behind you. A little stretch here for the chest and shoulders. And then release that. Hinging back to the chair again. I have my hands behind me on the chair. You can do this on the floor as well. Extend both legs out as you lean back any amount and pull up. These are called V-ups. Now, if you don't need your hands behind you, reach the arms forward, hinge back, and bring it up. Inhaling to lean back, exhaling to pull it up. 7. You can also hold in front of the chair right here. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Set those feet down. Standing up. Now we're going to use our chair today for a bridge if you have that today. So I'm going to turn my chair where my feet will be. Again, make sure that it's on a solid surface, maybe on your mat so your chair doesn't slide away. And then we'll come down onto our back with our legs just over the top of the chair. We're doing legs up the chair, legs up the wall. So we're right here. Nice neutral spine on the floor. And with your legs extended out about a 90-degree bend at the hips and at the knees, press down into the chair with your lower legs and pick your hips up a couple of inches off the floor. Now, if you don't have your chair, you just have your feet on the floor and you're lifting up and lowering down. Now, what I want you to feel when you lift up is the muscles behind your legs switching on and then turning off as you lower. Up and down. Up and down. So this is going to be our level 1 with the lower legs all the way out on the chair. Level 2, bend your knees more so they're in toward you. Your heels are on the chair. We're going to lift up, down. So with our heels on the chair, we can come up a little higher and get more hip extension, more glute work. I just want you going at a pace that works good for you today. I'm really feeling the backs of the legs working. That's an area of our body that tends to be quite weak. Our world is quadricep dominant, so we work a lot of quads, but we don't work a lot of hamstrings. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good, just briefly stretch one leg up. Set that foot down, stretch the other leg up. Hamstring stretch just to lengthen out that muscle again. Now you have 2 options. Both heels back down again, or lift one leg up. We're going to lift the hips and down. Up and down for 10 reps, single leg bridging. 6 more, lift, lower. 5, 4, 3, oh boy, 2, and 1. Now the leg you worked, I want you to take a stretch for that leg. So lift it up, pull it in toward you. Ooh, that hamstring says thank you. So now this leg that you're stretching will be the one that's up. Press into the other heel. 10 bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not very high. 6, 7, 8. 2 2 more, 9, and 10. Lower that one down and take a stretch for the opposing hamstring. Oh, yes. And then release both legs back to the top of the chair. 90-degree bend in your knees. Then pick your lower legs just about an inch above the chair. We're going to keep the left leg where it is and open the right leg out any amount. Pull it back in. Open the left leg out. Pull it back in. So this isn't a twist. We're just opening one leg, inner thigh, and open the other leg. So with our knees bent, this is called short lever work. You can stay here with the bent knees, or long lever work is to extend the legs up, and we open one leg out and in. Other leg out and in. So you choose bent knee, straight leg. Pelvis stays right up to the ceiling, no movement there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your legs are straight, rebend your knees, hug them right into your chest. And then you can do some back circles or just rock a little bit side to side. Now for our last pose, we might use the chair for Shavasana, so keep it close, but I'm going to press it away from you just a little bit so it's out of the way. We're going to come into a side plank, so roll over onto your side. From your elbow or from your wrist, come onto that bottom knee and straighten the top leg. So we're here into our side plank. Option to lift the top leg up. Push that chair away a little bit more. Here we go. Side plank. So this leg can be down, it can be up, or you can lift it up and down. This is our outer thigh, the medial glute. The bottom leg, we're strengthening through that hip and the outer thigh and glute as well. Now, if you're feeling really strong today, you can stack those feet. And maybe still lift that top leg. Two more. And one more. And then relax it back down. Good, moving to the other side, either from your elbow, from the bottom knee, or from the wrist. Find that side plank that works best for you. Leg can be up, it can be down, or you can lift and lower. So we're really strengthening through this weight-bearing shoulder, through the shoulder girdle, through the core, and that outer thigh. You can stack those feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come on down. Moving into a full plank, either from your hands or your elbows, from your knees or from your toes. Alternating leg raises. We lift one, set it down. Other side, lift, lower, up, down. Inhale, exhale. Nice and strong through the midsection. Good. 4 more on each leg. The knees can be down. Here's 1. 1. 3 more each. 2. 2 more. 1 more each side. Drop those knees. Set your hips back, child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat, stretch. And then come back up. Coming into Sphinx pose, lower your belly down to the floor. We're going to slide our elbows forward underneath the shoulders. Come into a little bit of a back extension. Now if this bothers your back, it's too much of an arch, slide your fingertips forward a little bit more so that your body can come down lower to the floor. If here isn't enough back bend for you, rotate your palms out a little towards the upper corners of your mat, press into the palms and come up into seal. Wherever you need to be here, shoulder blades are down, neck is long, legs are active. Feel your hip flexors releasing in the front of the hips, the back extending through the whole entire spine, lumbar, thoracic, and through the cervical. 2 more breaths. One more breath in. And as you exhale, let your elbows come back down and bring your forehead to your hands here. Stretching our quadriceps. We'll bend the right knee, reach back with the ankle or to grab the ankle with the hand, or you can roll over onto your side so that you can grab the ankle a little bit easier and pull it back from here. Just lengthen the front of the thigh. We worked those quads quite a bit today in our squats and our sit downs on the chair. Just 3 more breaths. And on that third exhalation, release the ankle, let it float down to the floor. On the other side, you might like to roll to your side first to get the ankle. You can stay on your side, or you can bring yourself back down to your belly. And just relax, making a pillow for your forehead with your right arm. And just relax that leg. Allow the stretch to work its magic with no tension, no fighting that stress. Three more slow breaths in and out through the nose. And then release on that third exhalation. Hands underneath the shoulders, press yourself back up to one more child's pose. And then we'll come into our relaxation pose. So we can do legs up the wall or legs up the chair. And there's 2 ways you can do your legs up the chair. So you can throw the lower legs over this part of your chair, or you can actually turn the back of the chair toward you so that you can extend your legs straight up along the chair here. You can also use your yoga strap if you'd like to hold on to the bottoms of the feet. So take your time to roll down onto your back. can either set those lower legs onto the chair or up. Now, if that's not feeling comfortable for you, you can certainly just lower your legs all the way down to the floor to a traditional Shavasana there as well. And then bring your elbows to come out to the sides of the body. Your palms are facing towards your knees and your fingertips are up. So very slowly, we are going to rotate the fingers back towards the ears and see how far you can rotate comfortably. Maybe your hands touch the floor, maybe not, maybe they're floating up. And then rotate the other direction so your palms come closer to the ground and your elbows are still down on the floor. Slowly rotate the palms, facing the ceiling, and rotate to face the floor. Slow, controlled movement of the rotator cuff. Two more movements each direction. And one more, turning the palms up. And then lowering the palms down. And bring your fingertips so they're facing the ceiling again, and close your elbows in next to your waist. So have a 90-degree bend at the elbows. Let your arms float away from each other. See if your hands can come to the floor here, maybe, maybe not. And then close them back in until they're straight up, fingertips towards the sky. Float them open. And bring them in. Another gentle movement for the rotator cuff. Two more. Gentle, gentle mobility there. One more time. And then as you bring your hands back in, just let your hands fold across your abdomen, your belly. You can interlace your hands together. Relax your shoulders. We'll come into a nice flow of the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Now finding a rhythm to the breath. Inhale, 4, 3, 2. Hold the breath, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, 4, 3, 2. And hold the breath. 3 more breaths. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale. And hold. 2 more. One more breath. And exhale. Just reach your arms out long above your head. Take a nice stretch here. Open up the lats and the chest muscles. And if you need more time today in relaxation, you can stay where you are, or hug your knees back up into your chest. roll yourself over to one side. And press yourself up with the strength of your arm. Come to a nice seated pose, cross-legged, or legs extended out in front of you. Nice long spine. Take a little twist, look over the shoulder, reach across that thigh. And other side, rotate. And back to center. Press palms at heart center. Reach the arms straight up. Bend your elbows, reaching the wrists behind the back of your head. Hold here nice and long, elbows elongating, triceps stretching.